Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the July 12th, 2023 meeting of the Board of Estimate and Apportionment. The first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the E&A meeting held on June 28th, 2023.
Motion.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to new business. Our first item is sale of property, RL 23-123, sale of 41 Grand Street to Carrie J. Warner for $500.
I'll make a motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next item is the budget transfer RL 23-135 to amend the 2023 Parks and Recreation budget for band concerts and movies in the park.
This is just moving money from their equipment line for athletic equipment to their budget line to do movies and band concerts. I'll make a motion.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next up is another budget transfer, RL 23-136 to amend the 2023 refuse budget in support of employee benefits.
It's really not to support employee benefits. When we did the 23 budget, we budgeted that we'd have $50,000 less in labor during the year. This is capturing that, putting the money back into the proper line since we didn't spend it 50,000.
Okay, any questions or discussion? Not, is there a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to another budget transfer for RL 23-137. This is to amend the 2023 capital fund budget to close bond and grant line, which are no longer active.
This is basically to close out all the bonds and the grant lines that the projects are closed, and this is unspent funds in those lines.
Any questions or discussion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Another budget transfer, RL 23-139. This is to amend the 2023 central services budget for professional services related to outsourcing.
This is basically moving money that won't be spent due to the outsourcing to Napa and moving it to a professional service line.
Any questions or discussion on this? Not, I'd look for a motion.
Motion.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next up is a sale of property, RL 23-141, sale of 92 Park Avenue to Erica Farber for $55,000. This is, I believe, the city-owned building on the south side. That was a rehab project. Any questions or comments on this one?
Make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next up, budget transfer for RL 23-145 to amend the 2023 Police and Corporation Council budgets in support of legal services.
This is transferring money from unused money from the police lines to the corporation council line to pay for litigation. Is mostly to cover costs that have already been money that. Expended.
Any questions or discussion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is the budget amendment, RL 23-146. This is to amend the 2023 budget to allocate ARPA funds for retaining employees based on the Teamsters contract.
This is money they were spending out of ARPA funds that was agreed upon in the Teamsters contract that was approved after we did the 23 budget.
Any discussion or questions? Not, I'd look for a motion.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up is sale of property. RL 23-147, the sale of 76 Glenwood Avenue to Brianna Torres for $500.
I'll make a motion.
There a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Budget amendments, this is for RL 23-148, and this is to amend the 2023 general fund and park and recreation budget for emergency repairs at the parks maintenance garage.
Again, I'll make the motion that the foundation has some issues and the floor sinking, it's in pretty bad condition. It needs to be fixed. It's a safety issue. So I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next up is a budget transfer for RL 23-151. This is to amend the 2023 capital fund budget to support the Henry Street Stormwater Reconstruction Project. So this is for, this is a project that was identified in the Stadium District Master Plan. It's for a full street reconstruction of Henry Street. This is the design portion, and that includes upgrades to some of the stormwater underground infrastructure.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and the last item is the settlement. This is approval of refunds, 151 Laurel Avenue and 68 Main
I'd
Street.
make a motion to be going to an executive session because we're resolving, this is to resolve litigation. As always, when the camera turns off, we'll only discuss the matters of 151 and Laurel and 68 Main Street. The only thing that'll happen after we come out of executive session would possibly be a motion to vote to approve or disapprove any kind of proposed settlement. And that will be reflected in the minutes posted to the website. So with that, I make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss settlement of litigation.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, we just came out of executive session. And in light of the discussion that we had while we were in executive session, I'm going to make a motion and ask that the board authorize me to proceed with resolving the matters of 151 Laurel Avenue and 68 Main Street as proposed and discussed.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's passes. That was our last item for today. Okay,
Yes.
I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you.